Hi guys, how you doing? I thought I'd do some videos for the YouTube channel, and I thought I would look at some of the projects I'm currently working on. Obviously, I've never got just one project on the go at a time, but I thought, well, it might be quite good to do a video and we'll see if I can follow on all the way through at the end, which again should be an achievement in itself. So now I was thinking about what I should do. And I've had a project which has technically been on the go for a couple of years now. Now, I say on the go, I started it say probably about 2 years ago. And it's a boat action army, the US Marines in the Pacific now. I can't really, it's that long ago, I can't really remember what got us into doing the Marines. This predates us doing all Marines for Vietnam. But I would imagine I've probably been watching the Pacific or something like that. And I originally picked up the box from Warlord, and then got some of the metal figures. I got there's like, I think it's like the support box. It's got the blister, but it's got like the commander in, and it's got like medic in as well. And until Friday gone, today's been Monday, and again, this has been a 2-year-old project. All I've painted is the officer and the medics. I've undercoated a whole load of the plastics. I think I've put together about maybe 4 squads of them. And then Black Friday just gone, there was, I think Warlord were doing like buy 3 for 2 on a lot of the things. I've got a lot of like artillery pieces. So I got the 81mm mortar. I think it's like a pack howitzer. What else is it? Like anti-tank gun. I'm sure there's another one. Oh, there's like the medium or heavy machine gun. It's like the Vickers, the American equivalent of the Vickers, like machine gun on a tripod. So I've got them. I've also got a Sherman, which I've started it again probably about 2 years ago. It's been base coated, it's been ink washed again, nothing to do with it. So all the aerial's been knocked off as well, so I'll have to do something with that. But I'm working from home at the minute still, so I was listening to podcasts as I do when I'm working. One of my favourite podcasts, Al Murray, the pub landlord, and James Holland, who's a historical author, do a podcast called We Have Ways of Making You Talk, which is really good, really entertaining. You always learn something from it, and it's quite funny as well. But I've been a bit behind on them, and I'm currently, I'm up to like, it must be August because I'm up to like VJ Day. They were like doing VJ Day when it was. And they were talking about Okinawa, the invasion of Okinawa. That was the American Marines and the American Army. But I'd always planned on doing my Marines around the Battle of Okinawa, as Okinawa was the only place in Japan that I've ever been to. So I've always got a bit of interest in Okinawa. So that sort of spurred us on again, like listening to this last week. Now again, when I first started doing Marines, predates contrast paints. The original, I'd always kind of had the idea of painting them quite quickly. So I'd got like a Games Workshop green. It's the, what is it? It's probably something like, I don't know. Sometimes the sprays and the pots are differently coloured, aren't there? It's like Death World Corpse, that kind of sort of like, olive drab. Let's call it olive drab because that's what it is. And the idea being to spray them with that and then just like dry brushing. And I think that's been really good idea. Then the contrast have come out, and I've been painting all my Vietnam Marines using contrast. It's worked really, really well. So the two squads that I had painted green, I've resprayed contrast with the Wravebone contrast spray, and I've put a couple of other squads together, and as I'm saying, put the artillery pieces. So anyway, I thought to myself, well, I'll start whacking some paint on them. This is like Friday tea time-ish. And 3 hours later, I've got a 9-man squad done. I don't know how well you can see that. Doing a pretty decent tabletop standard I'm looking at, and then I'm pretty pleased with. And it took us to do a 9-man squad, it took me less than 3 hours. So going forward, stop me rambling, I know you'll be used to it now, but I think the first job I'll do is I'll just go through how I paint a marine and show you the technique I'm doing with that, and we'll time it as well and see how fast I can do it. But and then we'll look at some of the different squads, some of the artillery pieces, some of the vehicles. I've still got some bits and bobs to buy. So as this little series goes along, we'll have a look, and we'll delve a little bit more into the US Marines in the Battle of Okinawa. So hope you enjoy that anyway, guys. Thanks for listening. Cheers. Bye bye.